It's time for another edition of Radio Wilder with Harry, playing the greatest music from all over the place and everywhere. On today's edition, check out The Deuces Are Wilder featuring Big Mama Thornton doing Hound Dog covered by Elvis. And it might be true, someone in Harry's family may have actually bought Elvis's pink and black Cadillac in Germany. Stay tuned for that news. Oh, and don't forget to get your Hot Wilder t-shirts. Click on store on RadioWilder.com to see how you can get one and how it helps the Be Kind to People project. Now put on your ragged sweatshirt. We're going to take you anywhere you want to go. Hang on tight. It's time for edition 32, Radio Wilder. Now, here's Harry.
Welcome, wild ones, wilder ones, wildest ones. It's a Friday night. It's time to get it right. It's that 5 o'clock hour has passed for all of us. Don't want to belabor the 5 o'clock hour, because there are people that actually go out there and work hard and get liberated by that particular time. So, we have a little different start tonight to what we call WilderTime number 32. If you go out to the website and review the program, if you're downloading it from the website or wherever you're downloading it, it says perfect show. By no means do I mean to say that anything I did about this was perfect. It was absolutely 100% one of those beautiful, lucky things. So when we put the program together, we always get new people, so I'm not going to say it every single week how we do it, but it's a complete random experience. Songs come in, songs come out, songs are sent to me. I run into the rusty, dusty library. I'm shuffling. I'm listening to music at all times, basically, in my car, everywhere I go, on the exercise bike. Great contributions from you all. So music is rolling it all over, and I have thousands and thousands and thousands of songs to begin with. And, of course, I right now have a 2-0 record, or I'm going to have a 2-0 record, or I do have a 2-0 record of songs that have come out of Harry's Homesick collection, which, of course, there isn't one except into my mind because nobody's nutty enough to have it. Even people older than me don't have those songs. So this particular song, as I begin to put songs in, put songs out. The only routine is that you have to put in, right now, we're still at the 2 requests. Pretty soon we'll be down to 1 request. They're slowing down a little bit. So we'll have 1 request, but that'll be at least another a month and a half before that happens, unless another barrage comes in, and we're happy to put 2. So those go in, and then I pick a Deuces Are Wilder. So that's 4 songs, and usually we range anywhere between 18 and 21 songs. And by the time everything's it's a crispy, thrifty 2-hour show, which is what people ask us for. So we've kept it that way for quite a while, a 2-hour program. So just to give you an example, this is Showtime 32, but I have already Wilder Time number 33 ready to go, all the songs vetted. I haven't done the work on it yet, though. I have done the work, but I haven't done the recording on it. Work meaning stickies, Enquirer reports, that kind of stuff, or any up-to-date new news. I have a full slate of songs in number 34, but I have not put them in and vetted them to see if I want to throw one out, keep one, or whatever. And I actually have some in 35, not a bunch of them. So they just get in there, and that's just how it goes. So when I get down to, I used to shuffle them, and I figured that was a waste of time after a while. The best thing to do is play them straight through when I'm listening, exercise bike or wherever that happens to be. And my dream is, of course, I can pick and do pick sometimes an opener. I like to crank the show up with a buzz, but I'm not adverse to having a slow beauty or some other kind of thing. And I like to kind of end it. But again, I'll move either way. We've moved around, and this show is going to have something special. We're going to have, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to have the request back to back. And I'll tell you why. Why is I sat on the exercise bike, the show opened up, heard the opener, loved it. One of the 5 greatest guitar riffs of all time, leading it off. So I wanted that out there. I put it on. That was the first song I think I put. And then after that, they just randomly kept coming along. And I got up to 3 songs, 4 songs. I was like, damn, that's nice. I already got 4 songs. I got 2 that go together, 5 songs, 6 songs. I got about 8 songs in it, and then I started getting anxious because I've never had that. And I'm talking about shows, the original shows, the original 7 or 8 or whatever they were, that had only 7 or 8 or 9 songs. I rearranged them. None of them came out like this. And I said, did I forget the Deuces Are Wilder? I couldn't have. That's from the Deuces Are Wilder collection. And then all of a sudden it came on, and I thought, all right, so please give me 2 or 3 songs at the end. I could always add one, of course, but I thought, this could be perfect. This is the only show I've ever never touched. It just rolled out 18 songs exactly in perfect order. So when I got done with the Deuces Are Wilder, it came out, and I had at least 3. I think there's 3 or 4 songs after that. And I thought, that's the latest Deuces Are Wilder I've ever done. There'll be probably an Enquire after it. 4 beautiful tunes. I like to take you out the door with 4. And at the same time, the only thing that caught me when I started to work on the show and look at it was that the requests were, because I put them in, were, to make sure I don't forget them, were back to back. Now, I'm going to leave it that way. Let the requests roll out proudly, happily. And so that's exactly what I'm going to do. And one of them has to be a friend of mine, and the other I do not know, but is a very fine little song, so that's how we're going to do it. So that's what it means by the perfect show. Hopefully, you'll like the show as it is. I think it's a good one. Took a look, as I always like to do, look up, see what the spread is. It's about a 58 year, about a 60 to about a 2018, which is awesome. Nice. I promise you 60, and we have gone back as far as 88 or 89, but usually it's right around that, maybe the shortest is 40 years. It doesn't really matter. That's just how it goes. So there we are. There's your perfect show. However, and to finish this up, it didn't exactly work out perfectly when it came to recording, because I'm now recording this thing a week later than I originally did. We had some, first of all, I made a mistake. I have a very routine, takes about 35 minutes to set up the studio. One of the things you always do is take those filthy landline phones and hide them away, one in the front and one in the back. I forgot to do that. That's mistake number 1. And then we had some other, let's just call it unnamed and, we'll just leave them alone. We had some technical difficulties with the equipment. So when I got doing the show, sure enough, not when a song was playing, but when I was talking, here comes the phone, ringing and ringing and ringing. Of course, it's always a worthless call. It's the Electoral College. It's somebody want me to vote somewhere. There's nothing ever on a landline, but you got to have it for emergencies and stuff, and that's just how it goes. So I grabbed the phone and shoved it in the drawer here, but I couldn't grab the one in the front, so a little bit later, it ccame on. So I got done with the show, and I re-recorded a spot where I thought the first phone, which was super loud and annoying, came in. And I called, and when I'm done with these things, I get done, and then I can put a message on myself to T at the end of the show. I said, Terry, this thing, I screwed it up. I didn't put the phones. I think I'm going to have to record the last third. I don't know if we can patch it up. And then you're going to have to knock one. I tried to make a cute remark about the phone ringing here, like it was Iggy Pop calling me or something. And it sounded like a donkey. So so when it all got done, I shipped it up to Terry. He called me up and said, well, guess what? You can't be heard. It's nothing. I don't know what it is. It's faint. There's no this. There's no that. It cannot be used at all. So I thought, okay, that's the big guy saying that's the way it goes. You brag with the perfect show, because that's an honest thing. It was a perfect show, the work. But not wanting to let me get away with anything, now I've had to put double the work into the perfect show. So I owe you a very good one, but that's cool. I always say one thing. I've done it my whole life. Once I got halfway mature and stop whining. Everybody whines. The millennials over there, they're known for it, and I'm going to say that they are most of all. But at the same time, when I see a great millennial with all the power, integrity, character, and everything, they're better than anybody because they have all the tech skills and the rest. But when you do things like folks in Maryland have a tough time about, what's the hardest? Here's the easy question. What's the thing you're most apprehensive about when you take a driver's license test? Ding. parking. So the big folks in Maryland have decided they're scared, they're nervous, and they're anxious, so they'll just take away that particular part of a driving. That's awesome, isn't it? So you don't have to learn how to park under pressure. So therefore, you'll be an awesome person parking all over the place. But that's just my personal 2 cents worth on how that goes. But what I have learned when I got old enough, because I did plenty of whining and stuff when I was young, and a few blows had knocked me down, where now you're going to have to hit me with lots of blows before I get knocked down after all that I've been through in my life, and many other people just like me. So I thought, well, okay, let's just make it better. Make the show better. I'm not touching the songs, of course. Let's just come out, we'll tell the story, the horror of it all, and the fans will understand that's how it is. So that's how it is. But one other little thing came in, a bonus. It just came in this afternoon. So we had some fans order 12 Wilder caps, sent them out to the Wilder caps, sent it out to them, all proud and everything, out to Big D in Dallas. I wish it was to the Cowboys, but they haven't requested anything, and nor have I asked them. Instead, it ended up at the Dallas Fire and Rescue. And the guy was really nice. I think his name was Ken. He sent us a note through Messenger and said, hey, I got these caps. It says a certain name on it. It says Pat Snow on them, but there's no Pat Snow here, and these are beautiful caps. I really like them. What would you like me to do? So immediately I thought, you know what? Fire, rescue, police, teachers, I'm all for all of them, honestly. There's so many people in this country that are just wildly overpaid. And those are not, they're not in that group. And we just finished having this big teacher strike here in Arizona that was successful for a raise. They gave them 20. They should have given them 100%. And I'll go off the trail a little bit more today. Also was a bonus as far as the Supreme Court struck down the ban against states having you can't have sports betting. How ridiculous is that? People have been betting on sports forever. Vegas, it's nuts how people tell you what to do with your dough. And first of all, they have any brain power. Look at what they pass and what they do. But anyways, easy, Harry. Don't go off on that path. But I thought, all right, let these guys, let them. Anyways, my point about the gambling is they could take that revenue states could have a long time ago, tax it, earn their candy, pay the teachers and pay everybody else and educate school, whatever they want to do. There are millions and billions out there. And as a gambler, which I am, I don't care if it's like in Vegas, they take a cut of the pot. Every place I've ever played, including my own home game millions of years ago, I took a cut. That's the way it is. Nobody's going to bitch about it, so take that tax and put it to good use. So anyways, back to the fire and rescue boys in Dallas. I said, keep those caps. Proud that you serve your city. If you'd like to complete your outfit, even though we don't, except on a once in a while per basis, otherwise we don't get to send anything to the Be Kind people. We don't give away shirts anymore on a request or caps. But in this case, I said, if you'll send in a request, send the address, one size larger, et cetera, we'll complete your outfit, and thanks for all that you do. So that turned into a bonus, and that came in about an hour and a half ago. So I got to add that to the thing. See, it's getting better and better by the minute, isn't it? The website's up, changing around, music up at the top. My Skype call is up on it. The audio is not too bad on my side. I announced to the fans, as you heard in the last show, 31, that with Terry's and my bumbling around, we didn't get the kind of audio or video. The video was a win for you. But it doesn't sound that bad, and the boys sound good. And currently, right now, they're playing in Liverpool, so I'm wishing them good luck. And we're going to have another rematch with them on the Skype, and they're going to send us pictures, and we're going to put it up on the site. One last thing I'll say, and that it's time to get down to rocking, rolling, and rocking. On Memorial Day, I've had many, since this thing is now almost 8 months old, we've had people that don't know, they think it just started as a show. So I'll go back and say it started as a little digital book, a little history to leave for my daughter with pictures. She knows a lot of my stories, the band she never got to see us play, all that, and business tips, whatever I could do to leave it, and she can have it, and anybody else in the family could have it. Plus, we're real tight together on the music, so the music bed laid in there. So what we decided to do was take the very first episode, which at that time was just going to be something, and I put a little information in now and then for Shelley, like a diary or something. and it'll explain it. When I listen back and hear the audio and the bumbling and stumbling from my first show, and T-Bone's probably breaking wishbones in the back as he was learning right along with me. Not that we're ready to take over the Underground Garage or anything yet, but we've worked hard and we feel a lot better about what we do now. And with the great musical contributions from you all and advice and ideas, everything is just chipped in to make it better. So we're going to play the very first episode. It's about an hour, and it's about probably 40 minutes of babble, but it does tell people why and how this thing got started. And then we hooked it up with one of our more popular episodes. It happens to be one that my good friend that we grew up together started playing drums together or close to it. Ty Grimes is in, and so we're going to put it all together in one show for Memorial Day, so it'll be a 3-hour special. How it started, where it started, and up to some good stuff. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. And then we are working hard on the Beatles Stones, and we're planning to run a big special on that. Probably again another 3-hour show over the 4th of July. So that brings us up to date, brings us up to speed. So let's talk about La Musica. We're going to start her off with one of the 5 greatest riffs ever. Everybody knows it, loves it. And then, let's see, we're going to pop back to 65. You know what the in crowd is, right? Everybody's been in the in crowd. You're either in or you're not. And that's how that goes. And most of the time it's kind of fakey. Then we have an American group called the Glitch Mob. Now, there are not a lot of great things about the Sticky, but it's probably a band most people don't really know. But what's cool about them is they used laptops and instruments and stuff and actually played. It wasn't total electronic. I mean, they were on stage and doing it. And their names are, they're really weird. They're from LA. Their names are Edit, I guess Edit, and that would be Edward Ma, M-A, then Boretta, B-O-R-E-T-A. That's Justin Boretta. And then Andoa, which is Andoa Ash Mayer, and they're described basically as beat scene artists. You know, they have the largest audience for this kind of music. They play live with this stuff, and then they have like an MDI controller like Lemaire does it, and then they in 2014 they created their own instrument, which is kind of neat, called the Blade. It houses their instruments and their lights, so they're not really rappers, and they're not really electronic. They're trying to take and use all of this and play a live performance, which I thought was kind of interesting. So that song is from 2018 off their new album, See Without Eyes. And then Panic at the Disco, and those guys are Vegas guys, and they were playing since the 9th grade. They played in high school, like a lot of us did. They released their first album, Fever You Can't Sweat Out, in 2005. And then the next song, I Write Sins, Not Tragedies, became kind of big, the album, certified as a double platinum. And they get their inspiration from Beatles, Zombies, and the Beach Boys. So they have good stuff, and they're a 2018. So we're going to go out, give you 4 straight, and then we'll come back and we'll see what kind of kisser you are and maybe a few other things. So I never plan how long I'm going to babble. It just can't help it. It comes out. It's just how it is. But I do plan and enjoy and love to do this for you, which is play rock and roll music.
Give you my love. some master plan. Diving into sweeter bliss, falling fit before we miss. Taste the taste before it's gone and you're too late. Won't change what I am to find who you are. Can't stay in these lines when I'm bursting at the seams. My body might collapse if I carry one more dream. If I carry one more dream, I could be anything. I could be anything. Dipping out beyond the night, breathing in the quieter times, savoring all the flavors of my mind. Reflecting on the lessons learned, unbroken bonds and bridges burned. Take the taste of hate and throw it away. Won't change what I am to find who you are. Can't stay in these lines when I'm bursting at the seams. My body might collapse if I carry one more dream. If I carry one more dream, I could be anything. I could be anything.
You're listening to RadioWilder.com. There's the loved and the unloved. And then there's Harry with over 60 years of music, stories, and life.
Cold open.
Traveling in packs that I can't carry anymore, but waiting for somebody else to carry me. There's nothing that's there for me at my door. All the people I know aren't who they used to be. And if I try to change my life one more day, there would be nobody else to save. And I can't change into a person I don't wanna be. So, oh, it's Saturday night. I pray for the wicked on the weekend. Mama, can I get another amen? Oh, it's Saturday night. Swear to God, I ain't never gonna repent. Mama, can I get another amen? Oh, it's Saturday night. Yeah. Every morning when I wake up, I wanna be who I couldn't say I'd ever been. But it's so much more than I ever was. If every night I go to sleep knowing that I give everything that I had to give, then it's all I could have asked for. I've been standing up beside everything I've ever said, but oh, it's Saturday night. I pray for the wicked on the weekend. Mama, can I get another amen? It's Saturday night. Swear to God, I ain't never gonna repent. Mama, can I get another amen? It's Saturday night, yeah. If I had one more day to wish, if I had one more day to be better than I could have ever been. If I had one more day to wish, if I had one more day, I could be better, but baby, oh, it's Saturday night. I pray for the wicked on the weekend. Mama, can I get another amen? It's Saturday night. Swear to God, I ain't never gonna repent. Mama, can I get another amen? It's Saturday night, yeah. It's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday. It's Saturday night, yeah. I swear to God, swear to God, swear to God. It's Saturday night, yeah.
What do you think of the Glitch Mob? Kind of interesting. Once you know what they're trying to do, you can see them up on stage trying to play some music and doing it with their electronics and making it as close to, that's okay with me. That's the kind of stuff they're using. They're trying to play. Those are their instruments. They're creating instruments. They're doing some singing. So I like it. Whether it's all right with me or not, that's just, I've got to give you a credit or no credit as a musician. So we all know the first song, obviously, Whole Lot of Love. Then the In Crowd, I Could Be Anything. That would be the Glitch Mob, what you just saw off the See Without Eyes album. And then Say Amen, Pray for the Wicked, Panic at the Disco, Say Amen, basically, Saturday Night. That's the name of the tune. So as I'm looking here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2018s. Whoa. And we have, let me see, and we have 3 1960s, and then everything else is in between, which is the way it should be. That's how it needs to work out on the Wilder program. So, okay, since I used up all the oxygen to begin with on this thing, I can't give you another 4. That's a nice treat to get 4. I like that. One of these days, I'm going to step up giant and take a big old dive and give you 5. But it's kind of it just depends how it is. Maybe when we go to the 3-hour format, we'll be able to do that easy. Then maybe we can give you 6. So what I can give you though is 3 straight, and then another 3, and then we'll move over to the, because of how the perfect show laid out, that we will lay out to the requests. So you're going to get a 4, a 3, and a 3. And what we're going to listen to now, should we tell you everything about it? I'm just interested to know if you think you're a good kisser. So we'll get to that, and then we'll lay out what it is afterwards. So.
She's worth it. Ever since she touched me, I ain't been the same. No, baby, just a little, give me just a little. Alright, alright. Come on, baby, make it sizzle. She's my bad, 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 bad habit. I got it bad, bad, bad. baby, make me shiver. She's my bad, 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 bad habit. I got it bad, 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 bad habit. Oh yeah. She's my bad, 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 bad habit. I got it bad, 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 bad habit. Oh
If you're gonna tell them everything, tell them I'm a good kisser. Tell them all the things you told me in your desperate whisper. If you're gonna tell them everything, don't leave out the good part. Tell them the way that you broke my heart when you told me that you missed her. Tell them I'm a good kisser. The thing that we did it work out just the way that you wanted it? After it all, I stood up tall. How can my mouth shut so you wouldn't fall? Now everybody's talking about me, 'cause you were dirty me up just to get yourself clean. Get yourself clean. If you're gonna tell them everything, tell them I'm a good kisser. Tell them all the things you told me in your desperate whisper. If you're gonna tell them everything, don't leave out the good part. Tell them the way that you broke my heart when you told me that you missed her. Tell them I'm a good kisser. Tell them I'm a good kisser. Tell them I'm a
all there to see 'em. Meet me in the lobby and I'll bring you home. I'm only happy when you are happy, so I'll shave tonight. Oh, I'm only happy when you are happy. Whoa, yeah, if you bite. You like the city lights, I like the stars at night. If you're happy in New York, I'll bring you home. I'll sleep in museums while you take all there to see 'em. Meet me in the lobby and I'll bring you home.
That last song, Happy, If You're Happy, 2018, Matt and Kim, almost off the Almost Everyday album. It just reminds me of the Fleetwoods, not Mick Fleetwood, the Fleetwoods, early, late 50s, and the Browns, that bump, bump, bump. And again, some of the stuff that the Europeans, man, they picked up the blues, they picked up the stuff, and they picked up some of that real tight, not as much of the doo-wop they never went for, but that was that. So, Are You a Good Kisser? That's a very compelling song. I enjoyed that song, and I've listened to a fair amount of Bad Habit. We've all had bad habits. That's Blackstone Cherry from the Family Tree. 2018, 2018, 2018. Enough of 2018s. So now, I do have to say one thing I'm proud of, since this was built for my daughter, and now she turned it over to me to have a show now, and she said, I'm more proud of it now that it's turned into a show than I ever would have, and I appreciate what you tried to do in the first place. And so that was very, very nice. Proud. So she did a run this weekend. She was out in California with her good friend Paula. And first of all, she stays over at our house because the airport is very close. So Friday morning, I got up to make her a quick cup of coffee to hit the road. And it was early. She had an early flight. She pops out after a shower with a Radio Wilder t-shirt on. Again, she's slow to come around. I think the shame and the embarrassment, the horror and the fear of what I may do on this program has given way to, okay, I like it. I'll wear the hat. I'll do this. And once in a while, I'll actually even brag because it can't really hurt me too badly with my name attached to it. So then she sent out, after her big race on Saturday, she ran the race in the Radio Wilder t-shirt. Now that's coming along. I mean, the Caper Clowns are pretty awesome, but your own daughter wearing the Wilder tee? Wow, I was pretty proud of that. So again, I lumbered and wandered along, but it made me happy. All right, so we had enough 2018s. Let's pop a couple of the 60s in and then give you an 81. So in the 60s, I'm going to do the same thing. I'd like for you to listen to the song, let you enjoy the song, and then tell you a little bit about it after. So it's time to rock. It's time to roll on Radio Wilder, the .comer.
Dreaming, I'm always dreaming, dreaming, love will be mine. Searching, I'm always searching, hoping someday I'll find someone to love me, someone who needs me. But until then, well, I'll keep on dreaming, keep right on dreaming, dreaming till my dreaming comes true. Dreaming, I'm always dreaming, dreaming, love will be mine. Searching, I'm always searching, hoping someday I'll find someone love me, or someone who needs me. But until then, well, I'll keep on dreaming. Keep right on dreaming. Dreaming till my dreaming comes true.
Wearing your bracelets and your new round arm across your heart, yeah, with your living brown. A chimney sweet sparrow with eyes shooting in the sky with glasses. Come to me tonight. Come to me tonight. I've taken everything in sight except for the strings of my kite. Judy in the sky, hey, that's what you are. A lemonade pies, hey, got your brand new car. Cantaloupe eyes, come to me tonight. Judy in the sky, with glasses. Tonight, I've taken everything in sight, unzipping the strings of my kite. Judy in the sky, what you aiming for? The seconds of a horror, yeah, yeah. Well, that's what you are. Guess I'll just take your glasses.
Get your Radio Wilder t-shirt. Click on store on RadioWilder.com. #1 with over 60 years of music, life, and stories. Harry on RadioWilder.com.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. A singer in a smoky room, a smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting
Some are born to sing the blues. Oh, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Street lights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street light people. Don't stop believing. Hold on. Street light people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street light people.
Almost everybody probably has heard that last song by Journey, Don't Stop Believin'. And I've mentioned several times about it's not really easy and fair to compare sales, et cetera, et cetera. In this particular case, in 2005, a little bit after iTunes came out, Don't Stop Believin', which was, again, a song done early 80s, it was at that time in 2005 when people started downloading, number 3 in all-time iTunes downloads at that time. And they've sold 48 million records, which puts them at the 25th of all-time list. Last year, they were inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They started in 73, couple gold, 2 gold, 8 multi-platinum, 7 straight number multi-top 10 hits. And that's pretty powerful. They have other stories behind them. They changed lead singers, and another guy covered it up almost perfectly. So that's Journey, Don't Stop Believin', 1981. Then go back to the 60s. Johnny Burnett, Just Gave You Dreamin', just a nice, comfortable little cruiser. You cruise, you drive around your car, and he had a couple of other hits, but John Fred and his Playboy band, they're the guys that did Judy in Disguise, pretty much a one-hit wonder, but we all liked that song. It had some good stuff in it as far as getting your attention in 1968. All right, let's get over to request time. It's the first time, doesn't mean it'll be the last time, that, because it is the perfect show, we have back-to-backers. We're going to start it off. This is for Sharon Branch. I don't know who Sharon is, except I know she's a proud listener of the Wilder program, so that makes me very happy. She asked us to do With God on Our Side by the Neville Brothers, as they covered that's Bob Dylan's tune. They covered it, and that's off the Yellow Moon, 1989. And then a good pal of ours, Fightin' Mike Roberts, from the Parkland High School gang of whatever, good pals, wonderful, tight people, get along great. Mike, I didn't ever even know he was on the program. All of a sudden, a few of the people come out of the woodwork, and Mike's requested and demanded, actually, he'd like to hear Crystal. Well, he actually just said, play me something by New Order. It's by New Order off their Get Ready, 2001, Crystal. We're going to play that, so we'll do the 2 requests, and we're going to do them back to back. We've never done that either. Then we'll stop, take a look around, see what's going here and there. I don't really have a planned story. There's a couple things. I do want to give you an update on Leilani's, the social media hint treat she gave me last week. I'll tell you how well that worked. A couple of other things, and then we have our last 2 stickies, and they both happen to be in The Deuces Are Wilder. Plus, I guess, see, as soon as I'm saying that, this is why I tell Marlene all the time, hey, babe, you don't know what I'm doing in this thing. I don't even know what I say sometimes until I hear the show. So just as soon as I told her there's no story, I have a great story. And I'm not just going to make it up because it fits perfectly in here. So that's what happens when your IQ is low and it flickers. And that's just how life is over here at in the Wilder Wagon. So back-to-back requests for Sharon and for Mike. Just run them back to back and enjoy them.
Oh, my name, it means nothing. And my age, it means less. For the country I come from is called the Midwest. I was taught and brought up to the laws to abide, and that the land that I live in has God on its side. Oh, the history books tell it. They tell it so well. The cavalry's charge and the Indians fell. The cavalry's charge and the Indians died. Oh, the country was young then, with God on its side. The Spanish American war had its day, and the Civil War to us was soon laid away, and the names of the heroes I was made to memorize, with guns in their hands and God on their side. The First World War, it came and it went, and the reason for fighting I never did get, but I learned to accept it with pride. For you don't count the dead when God's on your side. In the 1960s came the Vietnam War. Can someone tell me what we were fighting for? So many young men died, so many mothers cried. Now I ask the question, was God on our side? I learned to hate the Russians all through my whole life. If another war comes, it's them we must fight, and to hate them and fear them, to run and to hide, and accept it all bravely, with God on my side. side. Through many dark hours, I've been thinking about this, that Jesus Christ was betrayed by a kiss. But I can't think for you. You have to decide whether Judas Iscariot had God on his side. Oh, now as I'm leaving, I'm weary as hell. The confusion I'm feeling, ain't no tongue can tell. The words fill my head and they fall to the floor. That if God's on our side, He'll stop the next war. Jesus loves me, this I know.
Like crystal, we break kisses. I'm a poor man. If you leave me, I'm applauded, then forgotten. It was summer, now it's autumn. I don't know what to say. You don't care anyway. I'm a man in a rage with that girl.
First on the Wilder program, back-to-back request. Hope you liked them. Good stuff. Want to cover a Dylan's? And then Mr. Roberts, he said, let me have this. I'd like to have that. And I believe there's a movie coming out about the famous Mr. Roberts. That's going to be great. It looks great because it was, man, what a good dude. It seemed like he was. I didn't spend a lot of time in not Mr. Roberts, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. But I saw a preview of it the other day. I said, man, that guy, sometimes you have people, you have the crooks and the cons and the filth. We all know that. And sometimes they can surprise you coming out of nowhere, you at least expect. But on the other side, also, it's embarrassing to say this. I think I've mentioned a long, long time ago. But you'll run into some people and you go, they can't, this isn't real. They're not that good. They're not that. And I remember Hal Urich at KDBC, God rest his soul. Hal was the weatherman, and he ran in the day. He ran a Hertz. He was a guy up there, handsome. They told him in Hollywood, you're just really good looking. He went out to try to become an actor, but you're not great looking. So therefore, you're not going to make it. But all the girls loved him. He was just the nicest guy. We used to do dozens and dozens of takes on commercials sometimes, and he'd smile. His disposition was good. I was like, oh, okay, dude, when are you going to crack? We're going to bust this place up. He never did. All right, let's go right in here, and we're going to let Davey, it's going to take us into the Deuces of Wilder, but not before I tell this story. Then you can do it, Dave, because this story, believe it or not, it's close to home. So I'll tell you what's in there. We can speak to this because understand. We got Hound Dog, Big Mama Thornton. She was a big mama. She did Hound Dog in 52, and she'd say, I don't need no mic. I'm a big woman. I taught myself she could play drums, bass. She fueled like a wild woman, played with everybody, inducted in the Blues Hall of Fame in 84. And like a lot of people in those days, alcohol, but they had everything else. They had heroin and weed and you name it. Maybe not some of the most sophisticated. I don't know if they're doing LSD in 1943, but they'd go over the edge, and she just couldn't get away from the fuel, the alcohol, and it crushed her, and finally she went down. And when she died, I don't always like to bring these up, but when she did die, just to show you what happened, she went from a smooth 350, which I played with a man that weighed exactly 350 or more, and that does give them... We used to look at people when we grew up, guys used to, and say, man, that guy, he's kind of tubby. He's got kind of a gut. He's got big old ham hock arms and legs. He's what we used to call country strong. You don't want to fool with those kind of people. They'll push you down, and you can't push them down. So she's a big, powerful woman, had a lot of talent. Again, Blues Hall of Fame in 1984. Well, then, Elvis the Pelvis came along. Elvis Aaron Presley. I'm not going to ever try to put a sticky together for Elvis, because there's a certain point I want to fill you in what I think is good info, surprising info, but some of the stickies are out of control. We don't ever need to give any stickies to Elvis. Just go look anywhere you want. He won everything, inducted in everything, every kind of award, actor, singer, this, that. Elvis, one word, and he did it from the ground up. Period. And just that's about all I can say. End of story. And but here's the story. So Elvis went over to the military in 57, I think it was, 57, 58. And he had he went over there and did a fine job over in the service, entertaining. And, he went in and he went over. And he had his Cadillac. He had a new Cadillac shipped over to him, a pink and black Eldorado convertible, a beauty, of course. And that was Elvis. Well, Marlene's uncle, her youngest uncle, her mom's youngest brother, Herbert, was about 18 or 19, working and they were living in Germany. He was working at this auto repair shop, which is supposed to be a real stud, fixing everybody's stuff up very nicely, beautifully. And one day, this distinguished woman walked in and said, "Look, I've got this car. It's a Cadillac. It's been in an accident. I need to get it fixed, and I want to sell it. And because the owner, he's not going to go. He's going back to the United States." And he's not going to take his Cadillac with him. So Herbert went home. He was living, I believe, with Marlene's dad with their family at the time, and said, "Hey, guess what? here's this deal and you might be able to pick it up. So Marlene's dad went down there and sure enough bought the car after they fixed it up. And he would drive it from Germany over into Austria, and he had the convertible up. And he's a very, very gregarious, happy-go-lucky guy. And so he'd drive into this little town, and St. Johann, I think was the name of it. I'd always get it wrong. But the point is, he'd open, with a caddy, and a monster like that, all these little kids would hop aboard and the running board, and he'd let them ride around, and he'd take them on those roads. Well, the only negative is over there, those roads are not built for any Cadillac to be driving around. They're built for a bike going one way and another bike, and I'm not talking about motorcycles. They scare the you-know-what out of me, those. And Herbert's driving. He's like a goat. Beautifully, he knows it. So they had the car and drove it around. Well, through the years in the family, they began to say, we've heard about this car. I wonder if, and they brought it back to the United States. And I don't know how it started, but they began to think maybe Dad bought Elvis Presley's Cadillac. So they checked and went searches, and I actually got involved a few years ago, probably a decade ago. We went out to everywhere on the internet, and let me tell you, it was a close match. There was a little bit different in the back, and we don't know if that was changed. Of course, they'd always like to dream that it was Elvis's, but it was so close that it took years and years and years to come to maybe a 50-50, or maybe even 40 that it was, 60 it wasn't, but it looked from 20 feet away, it looked exactly the same. So there is the story of the day. And I'll throw Leilani's little LinkedIn little treat she gave me for social media. She said, look, one of the things that scores with LinkedIn is if you do a post in the morning or whenever, two-a-day post, and one of them, you do it, and then maybe, 5-6 hours later, you do it again with maybe a 30% change in it, adjust in it. And I did it, and I got just about the same amount of views, which were good views the first time as I did the second time, and more than I normally get. So that's a nice little tip from Leilani, and she studies the social media platforms and the algorithms and when they change and how it all goes, so that if you're going to be on it and don't want it on you and want to use it, whether it's for friendship or whether it's for business, there are ways to do it. So let's see here. We're going to go hound dogging on you. Hound dog, and then what can we do? We'll do hound dog, and then we'll come to a halt. I always say drive up to the mall. Well, the Enquirer store is not in a mall. It's a freestander. It sits in downtown someplace, glowing lights, a thing of beauty. It's not in any mall. It's not a mall store. And no, they haven't reached out to me. No, the Enquirer's not. However, what they did reach out to me and put a brand new, in fact, I worked on it on the next show, a brand new Enquirer in my mailbox. Of course, as I predicted, I'm sure the mailman read it, which is okay. You got to have the Enquirer to read and continue your route. But the Enquirer did arrive in my box for the first time in my whole life. Even my dad didn't have that. So, Pop, what do you think about that? I know you're going to think that's awesome. All right. So we'll do the double play, the Deuces Are Wilder, I should say. And then we'll come back and we'll go into the Enquirer store and see what we got today. Okay? I ain't nothing but a hound dog.
The greatest songs in rock and roll history with the coolest covers. It's time for Harry's Deuces Are Wilder. Great songs, great covers.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, been snooping around my door. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, been snooping around my door. You can wag your tail, but I ain't gonna feed you no more. You told me you was high class, but I can see through that. Yes, you told me you was high class, but I can see through that. And Daddy, I know you ain't no real cool cat. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, been snooping around my door. You just old hound dog, been snooping around my door. You can wag your tail, but I ain't gonna feed 'cause you ain't looking for a woman. All you looking is for, you ain't nothing but a hound dog with Snoopy around the door. You ain't nothing but a hound dog with Snoopy around the door. You can wag your tail, but I ain't gonna feed you no more.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, you're crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Well, they said you was high class, well, that was just a lie. Yeah, they said you was high class, well, that was just a lie. Yeah, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Well, they said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Yeah, they said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Yeah, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Well, they said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. You know they said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Yeah, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no friend of mine.
It's time for a Wilder News Flash, brought to you by Harry's National Enquirer, spelled with an I, where inquiring minds and behinds want to know.
We used to call hound dogs in our time sniffers. That's what I'd call them anyway. So we'll leave that out there. And now the beautiful freestanding building, a 4-story, lights all over the place. The gift shop looking really, really good. So, but before we get to the gift shop, I did happen to go see Chappaquiddick the other day. And of course, we went with Chris and Marlene for kind of a Mother's Day, and Terry. And Chris, they were very surprised about the fact that Mary Jo Kopechne had a few hours to live, basically in a bubble. And so if that would have been handled, in fact, they had a couple of extra things in the movie that I wasn't aware of, like the diver that went down the next day, way too late, said, I could have had her out of here in 25 minutes. So she had about 3 to 4 hours. And of course, I cuffed him correctly and said, I believe if you'd have been listening to the Wilder program, you would have heard that information handed out proudly and happily. So it was unfortunate, and it's a good show. It's very hard hitting, very black and white. And again, sometimes you got to hear the Enquirer's greatness. But once in a while, I do read a headline, and of course, I have to tell myself if it's on the newsstand, I certainly can repeat it. So this one's kind of this is rugged to begin with. The Clintons, you know who they are, don't you? Bill and Hill. They were caught in apparently a double murder investigation. The Clintons were accused of getting cash from cocaine that was smuggled through Arkansas. And it was kind of a rogue CIA operation. And because these two innocent teenagers in 1970 ran into them, apparently they had them rubbed out. And in a stunning, I like this word, in a stunning interview with Little Rock radio host, I wonder if there is one, Send me an email or something if there is. info@Radio Wilder. Doc Washburn. He interviewed Billy Jack Haynes. I know he's from Arkansas. He's a former pro wrestler, and he was recruited by the Clintons for this rogue CIA drug smuggling. So apparently either they got away or they're dusting it off, and they're taking a look at the Clintons down there to see what they were doing as far as the cane smuggling. Let's see. No, don't worry about collusion with Russia. We had a lie detector, Mr. Silvestri of Truth, and Michael Silvestri of Truth and Deception Technologies in Florida, Kissimmee, Florida, matter of fact. He listened and rated the press conference and said, completely innocent, there's no collusion, there's nothing. So there you go. That's an ad hoc lie detector. Now, we seem to keep going back over to Britain again, back over to old Megan. Listen, here's the advice I'm going to give you. I've been around several blocks. You can't live with the girls, and you can't live without the girls. Megan apparently has kind of a checkered past. It's not really checkered. She's done some things, and apparently in this particular situation, she's a mover. So if you want to keep that staid, stock, British stiff upper lip, if you will, you can't come over to America. We've done it before. Let's not forget Grace and some of their things. You go over here, we're movers over here. We're not going to move along at the turtley pace of what the, Buckingham Palace wants. So she has a cousin, and this gentleman is a marijuana magnet, if you will, or maggot, or something. He's a king in Oregon, and he's got shops, and he's got fields full of weed, and he's got every other kind of thing. And so they found this out at the Buckingham Palace and are very disgusted by this, that his new in-law peddles pot. Now, I wouldn't exactly call that peddling, and it is legal there, but now she's in the center of a marijuana scandal and is rocking Buckingham Palace. And the NE, which I put down here so I don't have to write it out, the National Enquirer, has uncovered Megan's secret link to an Oregon marijuana mogul. Her nephew, his name is Tyler Dooley. Tyler, remember, what is it? Tom Dooley? Yeah, that's nice. Maybe I'll find that somewhere. I don't think I have that in the collection, honestly. He's very passionate about getting the weed out to the world. And his big goal, apparently, with her over there is getting it legalized in Britain. Well, I got to tell you, Tom, that's not happening. That's a beautiful thing. And speaking of that, I was at a restaurant the other day that we all of a sudden came up on diners, drive-ins, and dives, and we freaked because it was downtown. We said, damn, we know this chef. He's great. And so we raced down there, and I thought, that thing's been open for 9 years, didn't even find it. So we rocketed in on Saturday morning for the pig dip sandwich. I don't even want to tell you how great that was. It was one of the great top 5 sandwiches. It's actually a sandwich built for 3, and the greatest au jus. I don't like to dip sandwiches. I just don't. I'll dip chips all day long, but not sandwiches. So this was a sandwich built for 3, and the au jus was delicious. So this girl, Alicia, hello, Alicia. Hopefully she reaches out to the Wilder program. Alicia with the big earrings. She came over and we were chatting, and they have an awesome looking breakfast. They have an iron skillet pancake. I said, I'll be having that tomorrow. I thought I would. So I said to Marlene, well, let's come back tomorrow and go again. She said, I don't think that's going to be possible. And okay. What happened was I was completely clueless about Mother's Day. So Alicia saunters over, and Marlene said, well, go ahead and ask her. So I said, well, can I get some reservations tomorrow morning? She just put her hand on the hip, cute as hell, and looked at me and said, that's not happening. I love the way she said that to me. So immediately I whipped out a Wilder card. So hopefully we'll see her report into Terry at the studio, and that'll be very, very nice. All right, see how I go off the trail. Isn't it great? Let's see, what do we have now? The weed. We went to the weed. Oh yeah, okay, great. Now we're down at the. This is a kind of a little different. It's a gold illuminated tabletop tree. It's featuring cardinals. I guess cardinal art is a big deal. It adorns the tree. Mr. James Hopman. It's kind of he put it together. It's an heirloom. It's heirloom quality. The cardinals are pretty. It is pretty neat to say a bright red bird, but I don't know anything about birds except I'm a bird brain. I know that. This is what I didn't know. I didn't realize that they're one of the treasured gifts that nature shares with us during our time on earth. See, I didn't know that part. My spirit will live on, it's called. Sprinkled with snow. The tree is adorned with snow, pine cones, berries, lights that operate on a 24-hour timer, and it's nestled in the stand. The tree is nestled in the stand. It's finished in Portland. I can't even read these things sometimes. Honestly, I'm not that bad of a reader, but I can't stop laughing at some. Sorry, Inquirer. I mean, because it makes me think that these are the real Fabergé eggs. It's finished in porcelain tones with gold accents, $99.99, or of course, on installment plan, I'm going to call it today, with the 365 guarantee of $33.33. So there it is. There's the Enquirer greatness. But I got to see the Enquirer demonstrated their greatness right at the movie theater when they already pointed out these facts to you people. That's why I give you and bring you this type of information so that you know and have it ahead of time. And I don't know how much they appreciated that lecture. Terry's beginning to look at the Enquirer, and Marlene was, because it backed her candidate in the horrid battle for the presidency. But when they whittled it down from 21 to 2 or whatever they did. Okay, so I already told you what's coming up next. I'm going to let you go right down the street, right down the runway, and we're going to make this show special because we're going to give you another 4. And I don't want to rhyme it with anything, just 4. It just seems like 4 is like 6 to me when you get to do it. Plus, you don't have to hear me for a fairly extended period of time. So the next show will be on Memorial Day, and the Memorial Day show will be very first show we did in combination with one of our more popular shows, and tell how the whole thing went together for those of us, because we get new people every week. And whether it's a new country or good downloads in the U.S., they might be interested in it and know how it went from a diary, a digital diary. I've never said that, I don't think, but that's basically what it was, into a full-fledged show. And I was so proud of my daughter saying, hey, this is even greater, Dad, than I even dreamed of, that you actually got a show out of this and didn't shame me and embarrass me. She didn't say that. But the reason it's been very, very successful is because of you all and because of 60 plus years of rock and roll. There's no other reason. That's it. We all try hard. We got the Angel voice on board. We got T-Bone Anderson. Now we got the girls helping out. Marlene helps out. Chrissy helps out. Everybody's helping out on the Wilder. We've got it linked up to a couple of websites now. We got some other big plans. And with your musical contributions and people like Mr. LeBeau, who sends hundreds and hundreds of tunes over at once, that's why this show has grown in popularity, and that's why it's in the 27 countries. I don't know why it's in 27 countries. I don't even know that. I have no clue how that happened. So we'll leave that part alone. But that's what's going to be. It'll be a 3-hour special on Memorial Day. We'll run it at the same time, as we always do. So if you're out dating Friday night, it could wreck your Friday night date. You may want to be listening to it over the barbecue pit on the weekend. We're going to have good songs, some good stuff. Again, the show that we're going to match it up with, the first one is our most popular one as far as downloads. So we'll put that on, and luckily for me, it just happened to be a friend of mine. So thank you again for listening. Very much appreciate and enjoy. And even though the perfect show was a pain in the butt to get her all together, the easy win I got on the exercise bike gave me a double program, but I'm happy. And again, I try to make it better than what it was, hopefully what it was. So I'm going to tell you what we got running out. You won't have to hear from me again. We're going to introduce for the first time, I have some of his stuff, Mr. Bruno Mars with Runaway Baby off the Doo-Wops and Hooligans, a 2010 popper. Then we're going to go to somebody that my dad brought into El Paso, Texas for like junior Grand Ole Opry's, Miss Brenda Lee. And Brenda's going to do The End of the World. It's a 68 or 70 tune. We have that one. So we really did balance it out, about 4 60s and about 5 2018s and everything in the middle. Then my girls that I like, the Cocktail Slippers in Norway. So we go over to visit the clown. If this can all work out perfectly in my life, sometimes things do. And I do. I am high maintenance, but I am a tremendous dreamer. If you can't dream it, then you'll never get it. And just, I want to be able to land in Denmark meet the capers, go on several capers with them, have a great time, and then maybe we can have a drink with the Ravenettes, who I love and respect, and they took a lot of the stuff I grew up with and merged it into theirs, and the capers told me that they know them, so they're in Denmark. That bar's not that huge. Maybe we sit down and have ourselves a couple of shots, which would be delightful for me. And then if I could somehow get over to Norway, Marlene and I have pals over there, Einert and Betsy, real nice people we met from Norway, and we're lucky enough to be invited to their wedding. And so they're from Norway, and my girls, the Cocktail Slippers, are going to show them good off the People Talk album. So maybe we could meet them, and that's pretty much all the glory I could possibly want on a musical adventure, which, of course, I'm looking forward to my musical adventure in July. More on that. And then the Counting Crows are going to finish it off for us. They're going to do Mr. Jones, a biggie, and that's off the August and Everything After, a 1993 rocker. Again, very much appreciated. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. If you have friends that want to listen to it, give us a test drive and see what it is. See if they like it. If they want to request a tune, this is an open mic show, so I'm going to keep taking it. I'll say this again, because I played Sharon's today, and that's pretty late. That's probably 6 or 8 weeks out. So if you send a request in, I promise you that request will be played. Guaranteed. 100% guarantee. And I don't care how long it is or what it is, it's going to be played. Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. And then we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit during the Memorial Day, but it'll basically be a compilation. So let's rock it. Let's roll it on RadioWilder.com.
Ah, yes. Well, looky here, what do we have? Another pretty thing ready for me to grab. But little does she know that I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing, 'cause at the end of the night it is her I'll be holding. I love you so, hey, that's what you'll say. You'll tell me, baby, please don't go away. But when I play, I never stay. So every girl that I meet, yeah, this is what I say. Run away, baby, before I put my spell on you. You better get away, darling, 'cause everything you heard is true. Your poor little heart will end up alone, 'cause Lord knows I'm a rolling stone. So you better run away, baby. Ah, yeah. Well, let me think, what should I do? So many eager young bunnies that I'd like to pursue. Now even though they're eating out the palm of my hand, there's only one carrot and they all gotta share it. I love you so, hey, that's what you'll say. You'll tell me, baby, please don't go away. But when I play, I never stay. So every girl that I meet, yeah, this is what I say. Run away, baby, before I put my spell on you. You better get away, darling, 'cause everything you heard is true. Your poor little heart will end up alone, 'cause Lord knows I'm a rolling stone. So you better run away, baby. See, I ain't tryna hurt you, baby. No, I just wanna work you, baby. Yup, see, I ain't tryna hurt you, baby. No, I just wanna work you, baby. If you scared, you better run. You better run. You better run. You better run. You better run away, baby, before I put my spell on you. You better get away, darling, 'cause everything you heard is true. Your poor little heart will end up alone, 'cause Lord knows I'm a rolling stone. So you better run away, baby.
Why does the sun go on shining? Why does the sea rush to shore? Don't they know it's the end of the world 'cause you don't love me anymore. Yes. Why do the birds go on singing? Why do the stars glow above? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when I lost your love. I wake up in the morning and I wonder why everything's the same as it was. I can't understand, no, I can't understand how life goes on the way it does. Why does my heart go on beating? Why do these eyes of mine cry? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when you said goodbye. Why does my heart go on beating? Why do these eyes of mine cry? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when you said goodbye.
man gonna dance, you know she dances while his father plays guitar. She's suddenly beautiful, and we all want something beautiful. Man, I wish I was beautiful. So come dance the silence down through the morning. Sha la 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 la, yeah. Yeah. Cut up, Maria. Show me some of them Spanish dances and pass me a bottle, Mr. Jones. Believe in me, help me believe in anything, 'cause I wanna be someone who believes. Yeah. Mr. Jones and me tell each other fairy tales, and we stare at the beautiful women. She's looking at you, oh no, no, she's looking at me, smiling in the bright lights coming through in stereo. When everybody loves you, you could never be lonely. Well, I'm gonna paint my picture, paint myself in blue, red, and black and gray. All of the beautiful colors are very, very meaningful. Yeah, well, you know gray is my favorite color. I felt so symbolic yesterday. If I knew Picasso, I would buy myself a gray guitar and play Mr. Jones and me. Look into the future. Yeah, we stare at the beautiful women. She's looking at you, I don't think so. She's looking at me, standing in the spotlight. I bought myself a gray guitar. When everybody loves me, I will never be lonely. I will never be lonely. Said I'm never gonna be lonely. I wanna be alive. Yeah, everybody wanna pass as cats. We all wanna be big, big stars. Yeah, but we got different reasons for that. Believe in me, 'cause I don't believe in anything, and I wanna be someone to believe, to believe, to believe. Yeah, Mr. Jones and me stumbling through the barrio. Yeah, we stare at the beautiful women. She's perfect for you, man. There's got to be somebody for me. I wanna be Bob Dylan. Mr. Jones wishes he was someone just a little more funky when everybody loves you. Our son is just about as funky as you can be. Mr. Jones and me staring at the video. When I look at the television, I wanna see me staring right back at me. We all wanna be big stars, but we don't know why, and we don't know how. But when everybody loves me, I wanna be just about as happy as I can be. Mr. Jones and me, we're gonna be big stars.
You've been listening to Radio Wilder with Harry. Hope you enjoyed the ride. Hey, don't forget, Radio Wilder is now partnering with the Be Kind to People Project. Learn more at thebekindpeopleproject.org. Buy a Radio Wilder t-shirt to help out. Click on Store on RadioWilder.com. And be sure to join us next week for the Memorial Day edition of Radio Wilder, when we'll go back to where it all started, then scream into a newer one. It's a 3-hour special you don't want to miss, right here on RadioWilder.com. Thanks for listening.